Drink soy milk, oat milk, rice milk, almond milk. Don't steal milk from a cow. Be vegan, start right now. Follow that vegan teacher, she will show you how. Plants have protein, they really do. Being vegan is healthy, you know it's true. Plants have protein, they really do. So why the fuck aren't you vegan yet? No more excuses for you. Hey everyone, I'm That Vegan Teacher, and I want to thank you for being here today on this channel. Welcome to class. Today we're going to be going around to a dog park. We're going to be just wandering around, and I'm going to be listening to you guys and responding to different comments and questions that you have. And right now behind me, where I'm sitting, is a restaurant that I've been to in the past. It is a very fancy French restaurant, and I'm just smelling all the food, and I'm not feeling in the least bit like going in. This is what happens when you become vegan after a long time. I'm listening to the waiter as he's explaining the different options to people, and he's talking about lamb, chicken, beef, just all these poor innocent animals who have died just to end up on someone's plate when you can just go to the supermarket and buy amazing vegan foods. I'm always in the mood to save animals and eat delicious vegan food. I'm always in the mood to save animals and eat delicious vegan food. So your message to me is, please stop. So what do you want me to stop doing? Stop hurting animals? Done that. Stop stealing eggs from chickens? Done that. Stop stealing milk from baby cows? Done that. Stop sitting on my ass and not doing anything to help make the world a better place? Doing it. That's what I'm doing. That's why I'm on social media. Because I really care about the suffering of the animals. And I paid for them to be murdered in the past. When I bought milk, dairy, ice cream that had dairy in it, eggs, cheese, all of it. I even ate bacon, everything, just like you guys. And then I stopped. Feels great. Being vegan doesn't mean that you just do your best not to eat, wear, or use animals. Being vegan also means you bravely speak out to defend them. Hi there. Thank you so much for contacting me and letting me know that you've been vegan since you were 1 year old. Like, how old are you? Anyway, this is wonderful. Most people who line up to get ice cream at these places have no idea how much the cows suffer. They don't have a clue that the mothers are forced to be pregnant, that they are raped. They don't realize that the baby boys are murdered in order to create this ice cream. They just don't know. Most people are just ignorant to the fact. But the sad thing is that even when they do know, when you tell them, if I stop to tell people, they are unable to change right away. But it's understandable at the same time. I mean, it's the same for me. I also ate ice cream like this for many years. It takes 100 clicks to become vegan. So what I suggest that people do is do outreach as much as you can. Being vegan means being the change you want to see in the world. So share this song, be better. Be vegan from now on. Hey there. Thanks so much for contacting me and asking me this question. Now, I've addressed this many times on my channel before. Being vegetarian is not good enough because you're still paying for dairy products, such as at places like this. Now, unless you're asking for the vegan options, you're still paying people to hurt these cows. Now, most people don't really realize that. I just said that in the last video. Like, all of these people here, I can go up to them and talk to them individually. I could even disrupt here, which is something that sometimes people do. But I choose to do my activism here in my hometown, and people see me coming, and I'm not going to disturb them, but they know I'm here, and they know the message. The message is that being vegetarian is not good enough. You shouldn't be eating eggs, you shouldn't be eating any cheese or drinking cow's milk. Be vegan, fully vegan.
Go to howdoigovegan.com, sing it with me. Howdoigovegan.com, sing it again. Howdoigovegan.com, sing it with me. Howdoigovegan.com. Flax seeds have omega-3. Come on, sing this song with me. Flax seeds have omega-3. Grind them up and sing yippee. As you see them in your pancakes, your oatmeal, and in your daily smoothie.
Well, it's time for a little bit of lunch, and this is what my husband prepared for us. Now I know you guys are going to think it looks weird, but it's actually quite delicious. The base is some raw food, nothing added, like no kinds of oils or anything like that. There's just some kale, a little bit of spinach, you can see them tomato there. We add maybe a little bit of dates in the mixture, and whatever veggie, we just mix it up there, a little bit salt, pepper, garlic, and I like to add something sweet all the time, in this case blueberries. What you're looking at is a table that I found in the garbage. Somebody was throwing it out. It was really disgusting looking, and we painted it. I cleaned it first and then I painted it, and I just painted a bunch of different swirls on there, and I'm gonna be adding some more writing as I go. And of course, water is the drink of choice. Time to go vegan.
Go fruit yourself, go fruit yourself. Stop hurting animals. Go vegan, go fruit yourself, go fruit yourself. Stop hurting animals, go vegan.
Reading comments, and yours is next. And do you write? Do you believe in science? The Public Library of Science's newest and largest study on vegan dogs found that they live longer and are healthier. Do you hear that, Bella? Hear that? So we're taking Bella to the dog park right now. So that's good to know, because Bella has been vegan since August 2017. And she always closes her eyes in the car. I don't think she likes the car that much. When she was younger, she would throw up in the car. But anyway, thanks very much for your comment. Thanks for your sanity. Thanks for your ability to quote science. It's so important. And to everybody else, you know, if your dog's not vegan yet, you should seriously consider it.
If you want your pet to be healthy without the ingredients murder, Veger, it's packed with protein. Go to veger.com. If you love animals but you're not sure what to order, go to vegrrr.com. My vegan dog is still not dead. You gotta quit listening to rumors and get it through your head. Vegan dogs are normal in every way. In fact, they're healthier than most, so order vegan kibble today. Why pay for murder if you don't have to? Stop making excuses and just be vegan too.
Yes, I agree that Bella is adorable. But the thing is this, we adopted her, but we could just as easily have adopted any of the other dogs in this dog park. You see, we're attached to her, but it's just because we know her. But what if I would have adopted this dog? Or what if I would have adopted this one? You know, or that one? Then what? You see, this is why speciesism is so crazy, because we think that one animal should be loved and another should be eaten. But in reality, if we knew the animals, like the chickens, the cows, the pigs, the turkeys, and the lambs, if we knew them, we would never eat them. That's why it's so important to not be selfish and to be kind to all sentient beings and to really open our hearts to everyone. If the rest of you have not yet started to follow Matt's account, I highly suggest that you do. He's an amazing animal defender.
Wash away your old life, be vegan today. Jump into your new life, it's the only way. Wash away your old life, be vegan today. Welcome to heaven on earth. Happy Vegan Declaration Day.
Reading comments, and yours is next. So you're saying that somebody forced you to eat non-vegan food. So who would that be? Who pinned you down and forced you to eat it? Now, I don't know what happened. So maybe you really were assaulted that way, in which case you should call the police. Could also be that somebody accidentally or maybe on purpose slipped something like an egg into a cookie that you were eating, in which case you are still vegan. It's not your fault. So only you know the truth. I suggest that you keep going. If there's a mistake that was made, think of it as you fell off your bike and you're just going to get back on the bike and try again. All right? So I don't know. I feel like there's something suspicious going on with what you wrote, but if you say that you are not vegan, well, I encourage you to just get back and continue to be vegan again. You can do it.
Tofu scramble, it's so easy to do, woo-hoo. Eating eggs is so last century, nobody needs to, so here's what you do. Mash tofu, green onions, and celery in a pan, add black salt, turmeric, and spices, yes you can. Mix in some vegan mayo, mix in some vegan mayo, now mix in a salty pickle, yeah, that's the way to go. Ooh. Tofu scramble, it's so easy to do, woo-hoo. Learn how to make it, cause saving animals will make them happy and will make you happy too. The egg industry's just a cycle of misery. Let's make the animal holocaust history. The egg industry's just a cycle of misery. Let's make the animal holocaust history. Tofu scramble, it's so easy to do, woo-hoo. Learn how to make it, cause saving animals will make them happy and will make you happy too.
Reading comments, and yours is next. So you think that it is rude of me and selfish that I ask you to change your religion. Did I get that right? Well, what I told you to do is change your religion if it tells you to be cruel. Religion is there to make us become better people. If our religion is telling us to pay for an innocent being to die just for our taste pleasure, then we need to change that religion. That's my opinion. Of course, you can do whatever you want. Do you honestly think, though, that any god would want you to deliberately hurt an animal just for taste pleasure? Here's your sight pleasure. Would you ever hurt an animal just because you like to see them scream in agony? Or hear them scream in agony? How does that make any sense? There are thousands upon thousands of other things that you can eat, and you know it is healthy to be vegan. So to me, it seems so obvious. We have a moral responsibility to be vegan. If aliens came to Earth and really wanted to eat you, would you say, no problem, and let them take a bite out of your mom and dad too? If you wouldn't want aliens to hurt you, then leave the animals alone. Don't eat them, don't wear them, don't use them, or take over their home. Leave the animals the fuck alone.
Jesus is vegan now and God is too. If you want to get to heaven, you better be vegan too. Fuck milk, cheese, eggs, or any kind of meat. Buy broccoli, tofu, and vegan foods to eat. God wants us to be kind to the animals, or it's true, you risk getting roasted on the devil's barbecue.
So you say that you're once at your grandfather's and your grandfather forced you to eat meat. So I don't know how old you are. Of course, there's a big difference if you're 10 years old or if you're 20 or 30, right? And I don't know your family situation. I don't know if your grandfather can be a violent person or if he's just kind of like trying to like say, hey, why don't you have some meat? It's fine. And you were just afraid to stand up to him because you didn't want a verbal conflict. But what I suggest to you, if it's possible, is to be firm and just say, I don't want to eat that. I don't want to hurt animals, and I hope that you respect me. And you look at the person in the eye very seriously so that they know you mean business, and to take it from there. But like I said, everyone's individual, and I don't want you to get hurt or anything like that, you know? Okay, so you think I sound condescending, and you're wondering why. Well, I'm not sure if I sound condescending or not, but I can see how you might think that. So maybe it's because I've been lied to so much. I've put up with so much bullshit. So many people say that they are vegan and it turns out they're just vegetarian and they cheat. So many people say that they can't be vegan and it's not even true. So many people say that they are forced by me to be vegan, which is absolutely ridiculous. And what I'm wondering is, do you really think I'm condescending? Or is it just because you yourself actually eat animals and you don't need to? Okay, try to picture that you were vegan right now and you knew the torture that the animals went through. Would you still feel the same? I doubt it.
Being vegan doesn't mean that you just do your best not to eat, wear, or use animals. Being vegan also means you bravely speak out to defend them.
Reading comments, and yours is next. So you write that you are not vegan and you say that you will never be vegan, and this just makes me laugh. I try to get out of the sun here because every single one of us said the same thing. We all said that we would never be vegan, and yet here we are, not just vegan, but vegan animal defenders. I mean every day on social media defending the animals. You see, we didn't know what was happening either, just like you don't. But once you discover the truth, once you really see what happens to the animals, and you have that moment of connection after your 100 clicks, where it hits your head and it hits your heart, then you absolutely know where to start. You know that you have to be vegan because it is atrocious the way we treat the animals, and you'll see that the more that you are here on this channel. So thank you so much for being here, and I'm not giving up on you.
Happy vegan, happy vegan, happy vegan Declaration Day. Let's follow that vegan teacher on YouTube right now. Let's help her save every chicken, pig, and cow. Let's follow that vegan teacher on YouTube right now. Let's put our empathy into action. Miss Katie will show us how.